So once again here in the UK, we are once again living under a nationwide lockdown. And like many others, I have been looking for ways to keep myself entertained and occupied during the long days at home. To do that for myself, I would look for something to watch on TV. I would scroll through many different streaming services until I stumbled across all four, the on-demand service provided by Channel 4. While scrolling through all their content they had to offer, I was hit by my favourite feeling, sweet nostalgia, when I came across the entire series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer available to watch on demand. So I did my geek duty and decided to watch the whole thing and binge it in a couple of days. During that time, I found myself spotting a lot of familiar faces that are more famous now than they were when they appeared in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So I thought I'd compile them all into a list for your viewing pleasure. So with that said, I'm Matt, welcome to the Geek House, and here are 8 actors who appeared in Buffy the Vampire Slayer before they were famous. Number 8, Rachel Bilson. Rachel Bilson is today best known for her role as Summer in the teen drama The OC, which ran from 2003 to 2007. She's also made appearances in TV shows such as Chuck, How I Met Your Mother, and Nashville, as well as movie appearances in the big budget but flop Jumper alongside her future husband Hayden Christensen, Darth Vader himself, and indie dramas such as The Last Kiss. Before all this, she made an appearance in the season 7 episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dirty Girls, playing Colleen, one of the potential slayers, appearing in the pre-credit sequence, Xander's, we'll call it a dream, I guess. I think the less we say about that probably will be better. Number 7, Wentworth Miller. Now these days, Mr. Miller is more widely known as the man behind Michael Scofield, the lead role in the hit series but never topped its first season, Prison Break, where he appeared in every episode of every season. Today, he's more widely known to us geeks as the man behind Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, in the Arrowverse TV shows The Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Now, before all of this, Wentworth Miller appeared in the second season episode Go Fish, where he played Gage, a swim team jock who was turned into a fish man monster kind of thing. He didn't get turned back, and it kind of ended with him and others swimming into the ocean all alone. They never really resolved that, did they? Number 6, Cowpen. Now, Cowpen has probably had the most varied career compared to the others on this list. He's probably best known for his co-starring role in the Harold and Kumar films, which I adore. The third one is a Christmas staple for me. But he's also appeared in other TV shows such as 24, How I Met Your Mother, as well as a prominent role for 2 years in the medical drama House alongside Hugh Laurie. Now, the reason I said that Cowpen's career was the most varied compared to the others on this list is because his character was then killed off from House, so Cowpen could go work for President Obama as the White House's Associate Director for Public Engagement. That's pretty awesome. Now, would all of this TV, film, and political success have come if it wasn't for Cowpen's blink and you miss it role in Season 4's Beer Bad, where he played a college jock who would drink a spiked beer, which reverts him and Buffy into cavemen-like people? Who knows? My money's on yes. Yes, it probably would have. Number 5, Felicia Day. The only person in this list to appear in more than one episode, Felicia Day had a recurring role as Vi, one of the potential slayers in the 7th and final season. After Buffy had ended and Vi had helped save the world, Felicia Day went on to act in multiple TV shows, such as Buffy creators Joss Whedon's Dollhouse, as well as his Dr. Horrible musical miniseries. She was also known for a recurring role in my favourite TV show of all time, Supernatural, as Charlie, and she also created her own award-winning web series, The Guild. I've seen it, it's very good, and I highly recommend it. Number 4, Doug Jones. Now yes, I might be cheating a bit here by putting Doug Jones in because he did have a pretty decent career before he appeared in Buffy, but technically he did become famous after appearing in Buffy, and it's my list, so screw it, I'm putting him in. Now, the majority of the world might not recognise Doug Jones if they saw him in person, but it's highly likely that you have seen him in a TV show or film, hidden under a lot of prosthetic makeup. Before Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he did appear in Hocus Pocus, as well as Batman Returns. But it wasn't until he was discovered by director Guillermo del Toro that Doug Jones became more widely known and more prominent. Del Toro cast Jones in Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy as Abe Sapien, and in the Oscar-winning The Shape of Water. Jones would then go on to play the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four sequel, as well as appearing in loads of TV shows such as the fantastic What We Do in the Shadows. Today, Doug Jones could be seen as Captain Saru, one of the lead roles in the brilliant Star Trek Discovery. Now, the main reason I'm including Doug Jones in this list is because of what episode he appeared in. He appeared in Season 4's episode Hush, which is, in my opinion, the very best episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Jones appeared as one of the gentlemen, one of the monsters who goes around terrorizing the town and stealing hearts. Now, for an episode that has no sound or dialogue, Doug Jones's work, particularly his movement, is what made this episode much, much more memorable. Number 3, Michael Cudlitz. So again, like Doug Jones, Michael Cudlitz had a pretty decent career before he appeared in Buffy, with guest spots in shows such as Beverly Hills 90210 and ER. But his career definitely had a bit of more success after he appeared in Season 3's fantastic The Zeppo, appearing as a resurrected zombie guy called Bob. After his appearance in Buffy, Cudlitz went on to have a prominent role in the fantastic, awesome and award-winning miniseries Band of Brothers, but he's best known to fellow geeks like me as Abraham in the fantastic The Walking Dead. Just don't talk about baseball bats in front of him. Don't. Number 2, Pedro Pascal. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that with you watching a channel with the word geek in its name, you have some idea who Pedro Pascal is. Most likely from his brilliant turn as Oberyn Martell, probably my favourite character in Game of Thrones, as well as my all-time favourite death in that show. But he's more widely known as the man who's holding up the Star Wars franchise on his own shoulders, appearing as Din Djarin in the fantastic The Mandalorian. Now, you'd be let off if you didn't realise that Pedro Pascal had appeared in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, because the role was relatively minor and he didn't even appear as Pascal. He was credited in this episode, and apologies if I mispronounce this, as Pedro Balmaceda, appearing in Season 4's opening episode, The Freshman. Now, Pedro appears as Eddie, a new college student to Sunnydale University, who befriends our heroine, who is then, unfortunately, unceremoniously turned into a vampire and then turned to dust when he's staked by Buffy later on in the episode. The role was small, but a good fun start for Armando. And number 1, Amy Adams. Now, Amy Adams is probably best known for her role as Lois Lane in the DCEU's best and most underrated film Man of Steel, as well as appearing in Batman v Superman and Justice League. Amy Adams has had a massively successful career since her episode in Buffy. She's gone on to star in films such as Nocturnal Animals, Her, American Hustle, Talladega Nights, so many other well-known, fantastic performed roles in film. From her work, she's been nominated for 6 Academy Awards and 7 BAFTAs, as well as 9 Golden Globe nominations with 2 wins. But before all of this huge success, Amy Adams appeared in the Season 6 episode entitled Family, as part of Tara's family trying to bring her home away from Sunnydale. The role was small, brief and minor, with very few lines, but Amy Adams' talent did shine through, and you can see the success that she would go on to have. So there you go, guys. That's my list of 8 actors who appeared in Buffy the Vampire Slayer before they were famous. Did I miss anything out? If so, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like. If you'd like to see more, and I'm looking to make some more videos in the future, please subscribe. Until then, see you soon, guys. Take care.